Welcome to IQD Dinar News, your go-to source for the latest updates on currency exchange rates, revaluation news, and insights into the Iraqi dinar. Stay informed and ahead of the curve with our timely analysis and breaking developments. The term scam gets thrown around a lot in discussions about investments, particularly in areas that aren't as widely understood as traditional stock or real estate markets. When it comes to the Iraqi dinar and the idea of its potential revaluation, many critics are quick to label it as a scam. These detractors often argue that the concept of an underdeveloped country's currency suddenly increasing in value is unrealistic. They might suggest that those who invest in the dinar are being misled or, worse, are victims of an orchestrated fraud. However, this conclusion might be hasty and could reveal a lack of understanding about what exactly they are discussing and the dynamics of currency valuation. Those who quickly dismiss it may not fully grasp the concept of currency investment, the history of currency revaluation, or the potential geopolitical and economic factors that can influence the value of a nation's currency. To begin, it is important to understand what currency investment entails. Unlike stock or real estate investment, where investors buy an ownership stake in a company or property, currency investment involves buying a form of money itself. The goal is to purchase a currency at a lower price and then sell it at a higher price, typically when the currency strengthens against others or revalues upward. In this context, the Iraqi dinar has attracted attention as a potential opportunity. While Iraq has faced significant challenges due to years of conflict, political instability, and economic sanctions, the country is also resource-rich, especially in oil reserves. Some proponents of investing in the dinar believe that if Iraq can stabilize and grow economically, its currency could appreciate significantly, leading to substantial gains for those who bought in when the value was low. Critics often label the investment as a scam because they perceive the idea of a currency drastically appreciating in a short time as unlikely. They might point to other currencies from conflict-ridden regions that have not revalued or have even collapsed as evidence. However, historical examples show that currency revaluation can and does happen, albeit under specific circumstances. After World War II, for instance, several European nations saw their currencies revalue as they rebuilt their economies. Similarly, when countries undergo significant economic reform, changes in monetary policy, or establish stable and functioning governments after periods of turmoil, their currencies can strengthen. A key point to consider here is that those who label the Iraqi dinar investment as a scam may not fully understand the underlying factors that could influence a revaluation. It is not merely about wishing for the currency to increase in value, nor is it about a get-rich-quick scheme. Instead, it's about recognizing potential factors that could lead to a change in the currency's value over time. Factors like oil production, foreign investment, international trade agreements, and geopolitical developments play critical roles. Iraq's oil reserves are among the largest in the world, and its potential for economic growth, should the country achieve stability, is significant. When considering investments in currency, one needs to take into account both the present economic situation and the future possibilities. Those who dismiss the investment without understanding these factors may overlook the potential long-term opportunities. This isn't to say that investing in the dinar is without risks. Like any investment, it carries inherent risks, especially given Iraq's history of instability. The country's political landscape has been tumultuous, and the challenges of rebuilding after years of conflict are immense. For investors, these risks need to be weighed against the potential rewards. Those who are skeptical of the dinar's prospects may be viewing the situation from a perspective of past and current difficulties, rather than considering future possibilities. It's important to understand that the global economy is dynamic, and significant changes can occur that alter the economic prospects of any given nation. Another important aspect that critics may not appreciate is that people who choose to invest in the dinar often do so as part of a diversified investment strategy. They may not be putting all their eggs in one basket but rather allocating a portion of their portfolio to this investment, recognizing its speculative nature while also considering the potential for high returns. This approach is common in investment practices, where a small percentage of a portfolio is devoted to high-risk, high-reward opportunities. By diversifying, an investor mitigates the risk of any one investment while still potentially benefiting if the investment performs well. Those who understand what they own and why they own it are often more prepared to weather the ups and downs that come with investing in speculative markets. This understanding sets them apart from those who might invest based on hype without truly comprehending the complexities of the situation. The complexity of the situation in Iraq also extends beyond economic factors. The country's social and political dynamics play a role in shaping its future, and by extension, the future of its currency. Iraq has been undergoing a rebuilding process. And while progress has been slow and fraught with challenges, there are also signs of development and stabilization. International relations, particularly with major economic powers, can influence the nation's ability to attract foreign investment, which in turn can impact the currency's value. It's a multifaceted issue that requires careful consideration, and those who dismiss it as a scam may be oversimplifying a complex situation. Moreover, some individuals who call it a scam might not fully understand the nature of currency markets and how they function. Unlike investments in stocks or real estate, currency markets are influenced by a wide range of factors, including interest rates, government policies, inflation rates, and geopolitical events. Currency values fluctuate constantly, and significant changes in these values can and do occur, sometimes very rapidly. Those who have not studied how currency markets operate may find it difficult to comprehend how a currency like the Iraqi dinar could potentially increase in value. They might view the current low value of the dinar as an indication that it will always remain low, failing to recognize that economic and political factors could shift in a way that leads to appreciation. For those who have studied currency markets and have a deeper understanding of the factors that can influence currency values, investing in the dinar may seem less like a scam and more like a calculated risk. These investors might recognize that while there are no guarantees in the world of currency investment, there are also no guarantees in other forms of investment either. The stock market can crash, real estate markets can collapse, and businesses can fail. Every investment carries some level of risk, and the key to successful investing is managing that risk while seeking opportunities for potential growth. Those who dismiss the dinar investment without fully understanding it may be doing so because they are not familiar with the nature of currency speculation, or they may be influenced by negative sentiments that do not take into account the full picture. It is also important to note that labeling an entire investment opportunity as a scam can be harmful and misleading. The term scam implies an intention to deceive or defraud, yet many people who are involved in the dinar investment community are not attempting to deceive others. Instead, they are genuinely interested in the potential for the currency to revalue and are willing to take the risk in the hopes of seeing a return on their investment. To call it a scam is to oversimplify the motivations and actions of investors who are simply participating in a speculative market. It dismisses the possibility that there could be legitimate reasons for investing in the dinar and ignores the historical instances where currencies have revalued following significant changes in a country's economic or political situation. Furthermore, some of those who call the dinar investment a scam may have their own biases or agendas. There are often competing interests in financial markets, and certain parties may benefit from discouraging people from participating in certain types of investments. This could be due to a desire to keep more people invested in traditional markets like stocks and bonds, where financial institutions can generate profits through fees and commissions. Alternatively, some individuals may have had negative experiences with currency investments in the past and project these experiences onto the dinar without fully examining the unique circumstances surrounding Iraq's currency. It is also worth considering the psychological aspects of investing. The idea of a currency revaluation might appeal to those who are looking for a lottery ticket investment to a relatively small initial outlay with the potential for a significant return. While this approach to investing can be risky, it is not inherently wrong as long as investors are aware of the risks and are not misled about the probabilities of success. People invest for a variety of reasons, and some may be more motivated by the potential for a large windfall than by steady, incremental gains. For these individuals, the dinar represents an opportunity, albeit a speculative one, to achieve their financial goals in a way that other investments might not offer. In conclusion, the assertion that the Iraqi dinar investment is a scam is often based on a limited understanding of currency markets, a dismissal of the potential for economic changes in Iraq, or a bias against speculative investments. Those who invest in the dinar typically do so with an understanding of the risks and the possibility that their investment may not yield the desired returns. However, they also recognize the potential for significant gains if circumstances in Iraq were to change in a way that positively affects the value of the currency. Critics may argue that such a change is unlikely, but history has shown that economies can and do recover. Currencies can appreciate, and what seems improbable at one moment can become reality in the next. Investors who understand what they own and why they own it are better equipped to make informed decisions and to manage the inherent risks associated with speculative investments. The world of finance is full of uncertainties, and while the dinar may not be a guaranteed path to wealth, dismissing it outright without a full understanding of the situation is, at the very least, an oversimplification. Thanks for tuning in to IQD Dinar News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. For more updates on the Iraqi dinar and global currency trends, hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.